Well, hello everyone. It's time for a accessory video this time. I was looking around for a solution, as I always do. I think a few weeks ago, probably a few months ago now actually, thinking about it, I was I think applying some standout glue and all the various types of adhesive which I've got on my bench. And a lot of the applicators don't come with a cap, and of course the risk is there your glue ends up being going off, or the glue gets stuck in the application tube. Now, what I'm talking about are these things. I'm sure many of you have got these on your bench. Let me find a dark area so you can sort of see that in contrast. Many have got these things. They come in various different sizes. That's a very tiny one, all the way up to one of these guys. And the idea being, you put this over the end of one of your glue pots or your glue applicators, and you can reach in and use put your glue where you absolutely need it. The accuracy that you need, and that's why I quite like these, because you can be very accurate with the glue. The issue, of course, is well, if this doesn't come with a cap, how are you going to stop this from going off, and also going rock hard in the actual applicator's tube here? How do you do that? And I think a lot of us have sort of took to putting bits of blue tack over the end, or some applicators do come with a cap, but a lot don't. I think a lot of the ones that I've seen, they also come with a sort of in a pack with a syringe. They're used for applying different kinds of material, particularly for dioramas, that kind of thing. So as I do, I was looking around for a simple solution to this issue. And we bring over the other sizes as well, because in the pack that I tend to buy, you get sort of 4 sizes of these, and none of them come with a cap, which is unfortunate. So again, as I normally do, I had a look around, and what I've come up with is a very simple silicone cap, which I want to show you now. So let me just reach over for the bag. I say this is super simple solution. Let me get a couple of these out of the bag, and you can see exactly what they are. So they're literally that. They're literally flexible silicone caps, which have been moulded. The idea being these fit over the end of your applicators, for these application needles. So for instance, if I grab the middle size one, it literally just fits over the end, and that's how it covers the actual applicator needle from drying out. The big one, for instance, you do need to put a bit of force on this to get it actually over the end, but it will go on if you get the force just right, and the silicone's flexible enough, and it goes on like that. And that's how I've been really leaving the actual glue applicator attached if I'm going to use it a lot. That's what I tend to do, not keep swapping and changing them, just leave these attached to whichever glue I'm using, and that stops it from drying out. The very small ones, let me take that one off. For instance, in fact, let me show you this one. That's the tiny one. That's the smallest diameter applicator I think that exists in these kinds of ranges. When you put it on, it's quite loose, but what I've taken to doing is, you can see that sort of collar there. So if you push these covers all the way over that collar, it does give you a nice airtight seal, and then it's happy days again with your glue not going off. But that's what you do. You push that right over the collar, and that stays in place, and that's a good airtight seal. That's not going anywhere. So obviously for the big one, that's not possible, because these aren't long enough. Likewise for the medium size one, what I tend to do with this one is put it on as far as it will go, but because it's quite large, it's stretched the silicone cap. Again, that's a very tight seal. So a simple solution, which didn't know it existed until I actually started looking for it. I say some of these do come with a cap, of course they do. There's various iterations of these, but the ones I tend to go for are sort of packs of these, because I get through a fair few. And it's always a case that I forget, and I take the cap off, and everyone's done that, I think. But I was just looking for a solution, something that I could put on the end of these things when they're attached to their appropriate glue, or whatever adhesive or whatever material I'm using. I just wanted to stop it sort of going off in the applicator needle. And these little silicone caps, do the job beautifully. It's a very simple solution, but I found that very useful on my bench. So I thought maybe you guys might also find it very useful as well. You get 10 of these in the bag to keep you going. And that's the glue applicator silicone cap. That's a very simple solution to an issue some of us may have been struggling with for a while. Those are on the store right now. So again, as I usually sign off with these things, any questions, any queries, do come back to me.